Hi, I'm Missy Wryn. Welcome to the Horse Training Question and Answer Series 1. Question number 4 comes from Teresa of Washington. She writes, what can promote the regrowth of a shriveled frog along with healthy new soles? I have 3 words for you, Teresa. Gravel, gravel, gravel. I use gravel from the stall to the paddock area in order for my horses to have to cross the gravel to get to their water, to get to their food. What gravel does is it toughens up the feet. You know how your feet are tender when you've been in shoes all winter long, and you take your shoes off for the first time in the summer, and your feet are a little bit sore and tender, your skin is real sensitive? Same with our horses. And you live in Washington, and I'm not sure what part of Washington. If it's eastern Washington, you're probably drier. I live in the Pacific Northwest, the wet side of Oregon. So in my area, my horses, they get shriveled feet, shriveled frogs. Their frogs peel a lot. Well, what the gravel does is it toughens up those soles just like it would for my own feet. One thing I want everyone to understand is horses have 5 hearts. They have 1 in their chest and 4 on the ground. Each hoof, where the frog is a heart pump. And when a horse steps down on the ground, negative pressure sucks blood into the hoof capsule and acts as a shock absorber, and then it pushes back up the hoof. When we have shoes on our horses, that action of negative pressure and blood filling the capsule is interrupted. That's why a lot of people are now going barefoot, because we realize that the shoes really get in the way of the full action of the hoof. And a lot of horses experience lameness and all sorts of other problems due to the shoes. Now, I'm not totally against shoes, but what research has found is there is a shoe now that is called a balanced shoe. And I highly recommend them if you need to have your horses in shoes. Otherwise, all my horses wear boots. They wear old Mac boots. We run, we jump, and we swim in the old Macs. But Teresa, to get back to your question, your horse needs to be crossing over gravel, and I use 1.5 inch minus, and the more the gravel, the better. Fill all those muddy areas. Try to get your gravel in when it's dried up, like in late summer. But if you have to in the winter, get the gravel in there. It'll pack down, and that 1.5 inch minus gets really packed down well. I don't particularly like the pea gravel because the pea gravel can get in between the frogs and get stuck in there. I really like the 1.5 inch minus. It really toughens those feet as well. So create a bridge, a gravel bridge for your horses to have to cross. Some people will put gravel bridges in a pasture right at the water area. That's what I did when my horses go out for the summer in pasture. They have to cross a huge gravel bridge to get to the water. So I know they're getting on that gravel and toughening up those feet. Thank you for your question, Teresa. If you have a question for me, email me at missy@horsemareshift.com. Thank you.